waving because there's a school bus full of kids just in front of me on the road, and they're all waving frantically at the ice cream van. I'm afraid it's 8:30. They're unfortunately, one, it's too early for me to be selling ice cream, and two, the machine is completely deconstructed and cleaned down, and I have no cream in this van, so I can't help them. As much as I would love to give them an ice cream, I can't. But anyway, good morning and welcome back. We are back, as you can hopefully tell, in the little pink van. Been up early this morning. It is, what day is it? It is Tuesday the 14th, I think. Last time I was in this van was the 11th, so what's that? My brain isn't working. I've only had one coffee, which is not enough this morning. Yesterday, we spent the day cleaning down, doing the deep clean on both the vans. There wasn't too much to do in this one, so it didn't take long, but there was quite a lot to do with the blue van. And I ran very first thing in the morning to book this van to go into the garage to sort out its issues, and that's where we're going now. So they fortunately have been able to get us in for Tuesday morning. I'm just doing the drive there. It isn't very far. It's actually in the area of the place where we were on the very first video. This morning when I came in, the light came on as usual. Did my rev the engine to check it, and it's still there. It's still on solid now. Fortunately, like when we clean out the machines, we need to be able to, well, we can do it without power, but it's really difficult. So fortunately, it does still have power, as we can tell, to moving. I didn't have to jump start it. But the battery seems to have a lot of power in it. I do have a really, really big battery in this van. I mean, it needs it. But I think if I'd have tried to keep going on Saturday, or even risk going out on Sunday, the battery would have slowly depleted, and then I wouldn't have been able to get it to a garage or get home potentially. So I think it was the right decision. But the annoying thing is now, the weather forecast is, I don't know if you can see outside, it is awful. It is much colder. It's kind of constantly drizzly. It's really overcast. It's really, really taking a turn. It feels like the last good day was probably Sunday. I mean, the last really good day was definitely a Saturday. That was unbelievable weather for this time of year. But Sunday was quite nice as well. It was a little bit cooler, but it was dry. There was bits of sun. So my concern is now that the weather's taking a turn. We've only got like another 2 weeks to go now in the vans, and that might be it. This van might not be out again, and I didn't get to let everybody know on my round. So I do updates on my social media, and I tell people, you know, when we're coming and when to expect us, and if there's any reason we can't make it. But we have a lot of people as well who aren't on social media. I have lots and lots of lovely seniors who come to my van, and they don't follow any social media. And a lot of them will literally have their money counted out, ready, and will be waiting for me. So I always feel awful if I've got no way to tell them that I'm not coming, because they will wait all day and then be really disappointed. You know, they kind of plan their day around my visit a little bit. The reason I know that that's what happens is because when it's happened in the past and I've not been able to visit them, when I have seen them next time, they have very firmly told me. I'm like, I'm really sorry. But I'm also seeing like a bit of a change in younger people as well. There's a lot of younger people who don't want to be on Facebook and are just turning away from social media. So that was originally somewhere that I used for like a lot of promotion, and I've really seen a downturn in all of that activity. So it'll be interesting to see, you know, one of the strengths of our business was our communication with our customers in that way. So I'm not sure how to navigate that. It's going to be a challenge for the future, I think, to work out how do we let people know. I mean, fortunately, ice cream vans have bells. They can hear you when you're there. But because we like a routine and we like people to be prepared for us turning up, for us, it's, you know, I like to be closer to my customers. Oh, great, we've got a queue going in, so this will be for the morning commute. So this might take me some time, actually. This is like where I am going right now. It's the biggest town. It's not a city. It's just a really, really big town. And all of the traffic from all of the villagers, if they're going to maybe work in the town or to Hull, they have to pass through here. And it is peak morning rush hour between 8:30 and 9 now. So yeah, this is going to take me a little bit of time. I'm super relieved that we've been able to get the van booked in this quickly. So I'm going to drop it off. James is going to follow in the car. He's like just sorting the dogs out and making sure they're all set to be left for an hour or two. But he'll come and pick me up once I've dropped this off. And they might need to keep it in. If they need to order any parts, they'll probably need to keep it in. But either way, I'm going to get taken home with James. James is then going away. I think he's going to Leeds for like a gaming thing. He likes to go and do these gaming tournaments. So he's going to go do that today, which leaves me without a car. We only have, I got rid of like most of the vehicles that we owned. So we just have one car now between us. And I'm not really into driving around on my, you know, just generally mooching about the place, you know, doing like going to the shops or visiting people in an ice cream van. As much as you think that'd sound like it's really fun, the reality of it, what happens is you have everyone trying to flag you over, and then they get really annoyed, like, why didn't you stop for me? Why didn't you pull over? I was waving at you, I wanted an ice cream, and you're like, I'm literally using the van to go visit my mum. I don't have any ice cream in it. I have started editing the previous videos, which is exciting. I've really been enjoying it actually. I've been editing them in the wrong order, so I'm hoping that if I get everything done today, we do have a stock delivery coming today as well that we need to sort out. But I'm hoping that while James is away, as long as I don't need to go pick up this van today, I guess I'll have to get my mum to pick me up and drop me off there if we're collecting it today. If they manage to fix it today, that's amazing. The likelihood is that we probably need to collect it tomorrow, though. It'll have to be left overnight. I don't like doing, but needs must sometimes. Overnight is a lot better than weeks and weeks and weeks, which we've had before. Entirely lost what I was going on about then. So I've not had enough coffee and I'm a rambler at the best of times. Oh, yes. Remembered. My brain had that, like, I feel like I should have that loading symbol on the screen, like tick, tick, tick. So I'm hoping to get all of the videos edited today, so that tomorrow, on Wednesday, I can have an actual day off. That'd be really nice. So other than maybe potentially picking up this van, it'd be nice just to have a bit of downtime from doing anything ice cream van related. Little brain switch off. But yeah, I've got maybe three or four. I think there's four. Well, there's 3 recording sessions, but I'm splitting the first one into 2. And by the time you see this, if I put this on, it will already have been edited and uploaded, and you'll have seen it hopefully. If not, you should be able to go back and watch it. But yeah, I'm going to try and get all of them edited today, because when I'm left on my own, I can just focus and get it done quickly. Light is still very much on. Watch me get there, and this drive that I've done will have charged it up, and it's like, oh no, it's alright now. I won't be able to find out what's wrong with it. I'm also, if I'm looking a bit worse for wear, I mean, I feel like the recordings I've done have been very, very unflattering angles. You've been able to see my 10,000 chins, and my hat hair from wearing my work hat for days. You know, it gets really hot in here. But I've got no makeup on today. I don't really wear a lot of makeup anyway at the best of times. I went through a phase of really liking to wear really nice makeup. And to be honest, when I became self-employed, I couldn't afford to buy it anymore. When I first started, there was so little money and everything had to go into the business. I literally had to sacrifice everything, including buying my makeup all the time. So I tend not to wear it as much. I've been putting a little bit on for the recordings that we've done, because, you know, it's nerve-wracking as it is putting yourself out there for potentially anyone to see. never mind looking like this. So apologies, I hope I don't give you nightmares, but this is what I actually look like. To be fair, my skin and face would probably look a lot better if I just didn't wear makeup at all, get some air to it. So my phone just stopped recording because it ran out of memory. I did loads and loads of videos when I was out with James in his van, and I've not yet deleted them off his phone because they haven't been uploaded yet. So I'm going to have to keep what I record pretty short and sweet now, less waffling, and then I can get all the footage off the phone when I get home. But yeah, I'll give you a little update once we see what's happening. Good morning. Brought the ice cream van for you.
Oh.
What were we doing with it? It's got a battery light on, constant battery light, and also there's been lots of squeaking from the front suspension.
Probably ball joint. That's quite common.
Yeah.
Like smellies.
Yeah, it's been squeaking a lot for a while, but so I thought I might as well get that looked at.
When you go going,
yeah. Just as it bounces, over like speed bumps and stuff, it's really bouncy. But also the main thing is that light is just on solidly. It always comes on when you first start the engine and you just rev it a bit.
It goes off.
Yeah, but now it doesn't. Now it's just on constantly. So I'm worried that either it's actually been squeaking the belt. So I don't know if it's just a belt or a bearing. Hopefully it's not the alternator.
It might be.
A chariot awaits. Made it home. Looks so weird just having the one van here. Sad times. James has just delivered some pain au chocolat. Is that how you say it? Pain au chocolate. Super healthy. While I crack on and try and get the edit done. They're a little bit hot, so I'll do some of this and have them in a bit. I'm just waiting for the delivery to come, but hopefully this will be done today. That's day one me. Oh no, oh God. And we're back in the van. It's much later now. It is, I think, coming up to 5 o'clock. It might be after 5 o'clock now. My mum, bless her, she has collected me and brought me to pick up the van. But I'm back in the van. It's done. They've fixed it. Actually can't believe that they fixed it. So when we dropped it off, I left like all of the charging cables and everything so that they could potentially plug the van in overnight if it needed to, be left, so that all of the stock that is in the back, all the lollies and stuff, so they don't defrost. So the garage is really, really good. We use them all the time, and if it does have to stay in for a little while, they're more than happy just to plug it in. They take the van inside, lock it up, and charge it for us. So they're absolutely amazing. We love them. And what was wrong with it? So remember that bolt that I showed you? So that was actually part of a bracket that should be holding the alternator in place. And what had happened is the bottom of the bracket had disappeared. It just vanished, sheared off. And the funny thing is, I actually remember a while ago finding a piece of metal on the drive, and I was just like, what on earth's that from? Whose van is that off of? The reason I didn't think too much about it is that we have the remains of this van's old engine still on the drive, and I thought, oh, maybe it's just come off of that, maybe like some animals have been in it and dragged a bit out or something, or maybe just like when the bin men have come, a bit has got kicked around. I don't know. I just didn't assume that it was important. I'm thinking now it may have been the bottom bracket which holds the alternator in place within like in the front of the van. So that bit that I was wiggling with my finger, that was what was left of the top bracket. So that, because there was nothing holding it underneath, the pressure of everything spinning and working had like shaken the alternator loose. It was just apparently floating. It was just flopping around in there. So that is also why the belts were squeaking, because it had all shifted, and so it was kind of a bit loose, and everything, you know, everything was a little bit wobbly. But yeah, literally, he said it's just was floating. You know, you don't know what's happened to it. He says, the alternator's new. And I said, yes, it is. It was put in this year. But the brackets clearly were not new. So they've put new brackets in, re-secured it. It didn't need new belts. So it doesn't appear to have worn the belts that were there. So that was it, really. That was it. I don't know if that's like a really catastrophic thing that can happen, but I didn't even know an alternator could just float around in the middle there. Maybe the tension of the belts kind of was holding it in place. I don't know. I don't really know the insides of all of that stuff very well, but I'm going to have a look at it when we get back, as long as we still have some daylight, because I'm really intrigued to see what it looks like now. But but honestly, we weren't expecting it to be ready today. I thought they're going to need to order some new parts for the squeaking that was in the front right of the van, and they're probably going to need a new alternator, and it'll take a while for the parts to come because these vans are old and the parts aren't readily available. But no, done. A few hours. I actually rang them. It was 4 o'clock. I've been editing all afternoon. It got to 4 o'clock, and I was thinking, oh, it's turning a bit cold. I'll go put a dressing gown on, get cozy, and just sit in for the evening, do some editing. And I thought I'll just ring them first and just see how they're getting on, and just to remind them to plug it in. And they're like, no, it's ready, come get it. I'm like, no. So I took my coat back on. James is away, as I mentioned earlier, so I didn't have anyone to take me, so I just had to give my poor mum a call, and she's picked me up, taken me to the garage. She's actually behind me at the moment, just following me back in her car. So fortunately, she was available and nearby so that I could go pick it up, and so we got the van back, and hopefully it's going to be fixed and see us through to the end. So now all we need to hope for is some better weather, because my God, it is cold right now. I'm freezing in this van. I actually regret not putting my really big coat on. I've just got this little fluffy fleecy thing, a very thin top underneath. It's like a summer workout top, this kind of fleecy thing, and then the rain mat. I should have got me mega coat on. And yeah, I probably look even more bedraggled now than I did this morning. I've literally just been sat in front of the computer editing all day. But the good news is I've managed to, so far, edit 3 of the episodes in one day. I've uploaded 2 of them already, but they're not published yet, so I'm not sure how we're going to go about publishing those. I think I'm going to have to stagger them. I don't want to just let them all be released just because, all in one go. I think YouTube likes to have like a schedule of when you release them, but also I don't want to release them all and then not have anything to edit and not have anything in the bag, because I'm not sure what's happening these next few weeks. If the weather stays awful and we get rained off, I'm not going to have anything to film in the vans, so there might not be new episodes to keep us going. So yeah, there's a bit to think about. But by the time you see this particular video, I think this is going to be like 5 or 6 episodes in, so this could be in January 26. It won't be that long. What an absolute relief. What a set of champions they are at my garage, honestly. Get us in so quickly, get it sorted so quickly, and get us back on the road. They're always so great because they understand, like, this is what we do, and this is our income, and we just can't have the vans off the road. Sometimes it's unavoidable, but if they can squeeze us in and get stuff done quickly, they always do. They're amazing. I didn't have a garage like that for the first couple of years of running the business, and it was the worst trauma every time something happened, trying to find someone to repair a van. Sometimes it depends what it is, like when the engine went on this, that was obviously going to take a long time to fix. But when it's just like smaller things and you just need a mechanic to sort it out quickly, between my mobile mechanic and that garage, it's like the dream team. I feel very, very lucky to have them both. Right, so there's nothing left to do but get us home. And when I get back, I will take a look inside the engine and we'll see if we can see what's been fixed. I was going to wait till I was home before I put the camera on. I'm actually nearly there. My mum's just overtaken me on the dual carriageway now, and I did say to her, I said, when we get to dual carriageway, you go ahead, and don't get stuck behind me, because this van, like say, it only does like 30 to 40 mile an hour. So you get yourself home. So she's just in front of me now, overtaken, on her way. But I turned it back on because I just stopped at a roundabout and slowed right down. And a new light appeared on my dashboard as I was braking. One I have never, ever seen before. But then it disappeared again. I don't have a clue what it was. It was orange. Which suggests to me it's maybe like if we're slowing down, maybe it was some kind of like fluid warning light, because maybe the fluid shifted. Or maybe like, I'd say an ABS, but I don't think this has ABS. So I'm going to have to look up when I get back. Yeah, I'm stopping at another one now, see if it does it again. I'm not stopping. Yeah, it's there again. So it's like it looks kind of like it's a square that looks half filled with liquid. I'd almost say it's like a fuel light, like a fuel warning light. But this doesn't have one of those. And I filled it up beginning of the week. It doesn't need fuel right now. It's not been out. So yeah, I don't know what it is. I'm gonna have to look it up when I get back. Do a bit of Googling. Hopefully there's like an online manual for a vehicle this old that I can just try and get an idea what that might mean. So something needs topping up. Don't know what it is. The only other thing I could think of is like power steering fluid. There it is again. Oh, there it is again. It's weird. But this doesn't have power steering. I say it doesn't have power steering. It clearly did at one point. Under the hood there is like a reservoir and a thing that is, you can see it's for where power steering fluid would go. But I'm pretty sure it got disconnected for all of the ice cream machine direct drive to go in that runs off the engine. So they remove a lot of things from these vans, including any heating, any aircon, anything like that. All comes out because you've got to make room for all the ice cream pulleys and shafts. I don't know the technical names for them, but there's a great big shaft thing that goes through with all these belts that link to your engine that power the ice cream machine. And that's why if there's no power to the van, you can't run the ice cream machine. It needs to be powered by that because it's the turning of the engine that spins your ice cream machine. It's clever, really. And we're home again. Oh, not bad at all. I'll show you when we get inside. Oh, I thought there was going to be more on this. I was going to show you the bill, so I thought there was going to be a lot more on it. The only thing we've done is just a repair to the alternator. So that's how much it cost me. £144 inclusive of VAT, so that's a hell of a lot better turnout than I was expecting. I was expecting a good few £100s to fix whatever was wrong. Oh, also, they did say about the squeaking of the belts was sorted, but there was also the squeaking of what sounded like the suspension. So this is something that it did at the beginning of the year when it was colder. My mobile mechanic just like sprayed some lubricant stuff on it and it sorted it out. And he said, it's okay. He says, you know, don't worry about it. He says it might need changing in time, but for now you're good. So these guys said the same thing. They're like, there's no play on it. They said it's totally fine. And they said, we'll just sprayed it and it's totally fine. They said it's just squeaky. So they didn't charge me for that bit of spray, thank goodness. Right, first things first, let's get all this plugged back in again. This needs to... Oh. It's incredibly handy. We had... Oh god, the string's not long enough. We had... Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm going to put you down 1 second. We had this wonderful What on earth have I done here? Ah, there we go. So this is what we do when we need to plug it in. When we need to plug in the freezers in the van. And this is what the garage would have done for us. But I took this thing off for them because that's a timer that controls it for us at home. So to save a bit of energy, they don't need to be on all the time. But obviously when they're at a garage, there's no Wi-Fi, so it wouldn't send the message, so I have to unplug it. I'll put that in there. In fact, just realised what I've done. The green one is because I was back there, it's shorter, so I need the, oh goodness me, I need the orange one. And that's plugged into the blue van. Right, I'm going to have to swap them over in a minute. But let's have a look. And my thingies. Let's have a look. I'm going to have to clean it because whenever I've work done, there's always greasy finger marks all over. All over the van. You always tell when there's mechanics have been in, bless them. Right, here we go again. Keep you facing the right way around this time. So let's have a look what they've done. Ooh. Ooh. Right. So yes. So do you see that now has a new bolt in it, holding it in place, and it's not moving anymore. So I did spot, oops, let me zoom out. So it turns out I did spot what was actually wrong. So just for future reference, let me just push this belt. Oh my God, that is way tighter now. This had quite a bit of play in it before, so now I know that that should be really tight. So ooh. I have, yes. Right, I am back. My very, very lovely neighbour was just checking that I was okay and that I'd got it fixed, because he's always there when they're constantly breaking down. He's always checking up on us. So yeah, it's all back in its place now. Everything seems to be working. The belts are nice and tight. So now I'm just looking. I don't know, whatever that is. That could be the thing. So that's my screen wash. I don't know what that is. This is my coolant. Oil goes in here, and this would be the power steering if it was connected. But you can see, I'll show you in this. This is the shaft, this blue thing here, all the way back there. That goes into the van, and that's what links up to the ice cream machine. So they take all of the stuff out that would sit in this part of the engine. I say engine, that's the engine, what would sit in here. So a lot of stuff is removed, and I think that includes possibly power steering, because it doesn't have power steering at all. So I don't know what this is. So yeah, I will is brake fluid a thing? Does it maybe need better, more like a top up of brake fluid? I'll go and Google it and find out. But yeah, so a little van, she lives to serve another day. We just need the weather to do the same and play ball.